Here we are, guys, back at it again with another Hillbilly production. I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers we have that's jumped aboard the Hillbilly train. And a big shout out to the homie Hank Strange. He gave me a shout out on his live podcast a couple of days ago. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. I may drop a link in the description. If I can find one, I'll put a link in the description of that channel, so you can go check him out. He's doing great things, so big shout out to him and all his peoples. This is not the subject of the video. You've probably already seen the title. This is a follow-up video of the Revolver I gave a sneak peek in on my Model-49 video. This was my first revolver that I've ever owned, but that's not the subject of this video. Here we are. A lot of you guys have been asking, so I apologize for the wait. I was just giving it time to do it. Kind of waited a little too long, but here we are. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Quit the yakking, let's get to it. So here we are, guys. This is a favorite of mine right here. And you see, I put the socks to good use. Sock guns is what I call them. Smith & Wesson Model-49, the original Bodyguard. This is not no little semi-auto Bodyguard that they have nowadays. This is the original Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. Many Secret Service agents have carried one of these. Let you take a look at it. This is vintage 1975, 1976. You got the hump, the shrouded hammer. I would say this revolver's probably only been fired once or twice. It's probably got a couple of cylinders through it. 10 rounds, maybe less. I actually got this about a week after I purchased my Model-37. I actually sent a picture to a good friend of mine. We talked guns. Sent him a picture of my 37, and he's like, my dad's got a Smith & Wesson J frame for sale, a nice one. And I was like, he does. I said, let me see the pictures. Shoot me some pictures. And voila, I now have another one. I'm sure you guys know how it goes. I couldn't pass it up. I got a great deal on it, so it could not be passed up. Let me wipe this off a little. Got a little all over it. This is very minty. There she is. Let's get this box out of the way. This is my old ammo right here. Old Winchester silver tips. Here's the box. You can see it's probably been for sale in a gun shop at one time. Stamped September 3rd, 1982 right there. That's actually when they stopped making these pin barrel revolvers. That's when they stopped putting the pin in the barrel, and I'll show you what that is. This is the pin hose barrel, and they stopped that in 1982. Nowadays, any revolvers post 1982 do not have that pin right there. And I really am not a fan of the newer Smith & Wesson revolvers. Once you get out of the early 90s, they started putting the keyhole in them, and they put a key lock right there. And I'm just not a fan of that. They call it the Clinton keyhole. Had to do with some gun control stuff. Yeah, she's a beauty. This Revolver, it was actually the Model 38, which is the aluminum frame. Has the aluminum frame that debuted in 1955. Customers were ranting and raving. They wanted a steel version. So in 1959, they come out with the all-steel Model 49. 55, that was the Model 38. Had the aluminum frame. Like this 37, that's an aluminum frame. Model 36 is all steel frame, Chief Special. But this is the answer to actually this gun, because people were getting the hammer caught. The Model 36 debuted right there in 1950. The answer to the hammer is the shrouded hammer here. Very easy to carry, won't get snagged. Thing about these Model 49s, if you're looking at buying one of these used, and it's had some rounds through it, be sure to pull your side of the case right here, because some have issues with the frame cracking on the inside. Oops, off the camera. And here there's some issues. You can look this up online. They have a history, not all of them, but some will crack on the inside. So if you're buying one of these used, you may want to pull the cover off if possible. Definitely do it on the aluminum frame, Model 38s. I'd say the steel frames hold up a little better, but you know, you get a lot of shock going through the frame right here, and you got that extra steel back here. So if you don't know the history of the gun, and it's had quite a few rounds through it, I would highly suggest pulling that plate off. All gun shops do that. So that's just a little advice. But she locks up. Check this lock up. Pull the trigger back, or pull the hammer back. Hold your hammer, pull the trigger. Check your lock on each trigger pull. Make sure it locks up tight 5 times. That's just a little tip there if you're looking at buying any used revolver. Check your lock up. It's okay to have a little wiggle room, but you don't want a lot of play right there. This one locks up tight. And I'll show you. This Model 37 has some rounds through it, and it has, there's a little play right there. You can see it, just little. Don't want much more than that. But this one right here, tight. Pull the trigger for you. Got a heavy double action, which is what you want. You know, got this in the pocket. Single action, she's sweet. Boom. And another thing, if you're buying a used revolver, pull your hammer back, push on your hammer, push forward. If that hammer falls, somebody's been in there messing around with your trigger on the sears on the hammer sear and the trigger sear. Somebody's been in there and they've tried to do a trigger job on it and moved a little too much material. So something to always consider if you're buying a used. But this one's never, I've took the case off, oiled everything, and this one's never had anything messed with. She's mint. It's definitely one of my favorites. Got fingerprints all over it. Thought you guys might want to check this out. I'm going to try to, since we got some good weather now, get this out to the range. I actually bought this and my other one in August of 2017, so I haven't even got them to the range yet. Sweet little shooter. That all steel frame will soak some of that snap up of the 38s. Here's some of the old ammo. This is old school ammo right here that come with it. Some old Winchester silver tips. I believe these come out in the 90s, early 90s, somewhere in that area when they started making these. I do believe. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I got some old school Spear. These are plus P's. So there we go, guys. 3-inch on this one. A little snubby here. Take one last good look at this and we'll wrap this video up. I had to take some of the gold was flaking off of the little insignias here, so I just went ahead and removed all the gold off of it. And we have silver ones on this one. Everything all original. All numbers match up on it. All over it. That's gonna wrap it up, guys. Stay tuned. Got some more videos coming up. So we're gonna put this one in the bag. Y'all have a good weekend. Hillbilly is over and out of here.